What's up? What's up? Let me switch this light because there we are. Let's get a little calm tone up in here. What's going on, y'all? Tasha checking in with another video, y'all. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you all so much for joining me for this live. This episode was a mess express, okay? If it's your first time joining me, go ahead and like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe to the Redefine Me channel. We have a good time over here, okay? I hope you all are having a happy and blessed Sunday. This is a video with me checking in. What's up, Tasha? See, this thumbnail is hilarious. Child, it was a mess. We about to talk about this. We about to talk about this because this episode was a mess and it was sad, okay? So this is a video, y'all. If you're catching me live for the first time, I am going to do a review for Love After Lockup, which comes on WeTV on Friday nights at 9 p.m. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's breathe. Let's breathe first because this episode was a clear mess. And y'all, I was going to leave my fan on, y'all, because my air conditioning went out in my house, y'all. And my landlord, and this is a sidebar, my landlord, I don't know what is her problem, right? She has sent 3 people out here and they have not fixed the unit. Finally, she has come to the conclusion that she needs to replace the whole unit, okay? And so we have like an air conditioning, a portable one that works really well, but it's really loud, and we have fans. So I'm cool, you know, in this little space. However, if I left all that on, y'all would not hear me, okay? So, just a sidebar. So if I look extra oily, or if I keep wiping my face, that is why. All right, let's get into this review. Oh yeah, y'all. So if y'all see me from time to time taking a sip of my drink, this is Sorrel Hibiscus Sun Tea. I went to a farmer's market yesterday and I tried this tea and it's growing on me. It's pretty good. It's not as sweet, but it does have great health benefits. And so I was like, okay, you know, anything to be on a healthier lifestyle. All right, let's get started. Take a little swig of the Sorrel. I've had Sorrel at Golden Crust, the Jamaican restaurants. Their Sorrel lemonade is unmatched. It is so good. If y'all ever get a chance to stop in Golden Crust, try this Sorrel lemonade. Y'all gonna love it. All right, let's get started, y'all. I was doing all that so that YouTube could let the people know that I'm on. What's up? What did I say? Z, y'all know my ring light be in my face. What's up, Z? That's all I see. Hello, madam. Are you drinking alcohol? No, it's not alcohol. It's called hibiscus tea. Is this a sober? Yes, it's a sober live stream. Now, I can't control what you do in your house, but I'm sober. All right, y'all. So this is going to be review for Love After Lockup, Season 6, Episode 7, Love Me Not. All right, go ahead and smash that like button while y'all coming in the room. All right, let's get started, y'all. And we going to kick it off with Shantae and True. Okay, let's kick it off with Shantae and True. What's up? Is that Hamila? Hello, dear. I'm from India. Yes, welcome to the live from India, Hamila. I hope I'm saying your name right. If I'm not, I'm so sorry. So, okay, Shantae and True. Okay, so True, y'all know last episode he told Shantae that he is going to What's Up Army Castle, Kendrick all day. Okay. So y'all know True. What's up, GSP? Welcome to the live. So True is driving over. He told Shantae my rating for the episode. Let me do that before I get started. May I see your hand? You want to see my hand? The rating for this episode was a 5 for me. It was just okay. It had a lot going on and it was really messy, right, GSP? But you know, it was just okay for me. I gave it a 5. Y'all let me know in the comments what y'all gave it on this episode. I'm actually going to give it a 6 because of Arthur. Army Castle, now I'm hooked. I don't know what you're saying. You ain't into that pedo, so I love you. Absolutely, Army Castle. I'm not into that. All right, let's get into it. What's up, Kevin? Right hand. Child, okay. So Shantae and True. So y'all know True was going over to Shantae's house. He told her, you gave it a 6 GSP. He told her last episode he coming over to see her because they need to chop it up about this baby. Okay, Eagle, who is best? I don't know what that means. This is Love After Lockup, in case you're wondering what I'm reviewing. What's up, Bella? Welcome. Thank you for joining the live. Go ahead and smash that like button, everybody. So True gets to Shantae's house, but before he gets to Shantae's house, he says, I can't go over here empty-handed. I gotta go over here with some stuff. So for her to win me back, I'm gonna stop by the store, get some food. What's up, Larua? I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. I am talking about Love After Lockup. It comes on 9 p.m. on Friday nights on WeTV. Okay? So, if I don't read a lot of y'all comments, I'll scroll back. But I'm going to try to talk about the review for a little bit. And then I will scroll back and conversate with you all. Okay? All right. So, True is like, I can't go over her house empty-handed, okay? So True, I'm gonna say this. True is a trash individual, right? He really is. However, he is going to dress. He's going to pull out his latest 1999 2000 fashions, okay? He is going to give it to you. He is going to have the drip on. He going to look like he bathed, right? He really is going to look like he bathed. He is a ridiculous man, but I would say this. He will represent himself well, okay? I will say that. However, he's still trash. So let's get into it. So he stops by the grocery store, right? Heck was that? Every time I open my door, it seemed like a fly come in the house. Thank you, Maddie. So True, he with them two. Why you need 2 watches, child? Tasha. Okay, let's focus. Let's get into it. I would like him as a friend. Yeah, that's about it. We can kick it, but that's all you're going to get. So he stopped by the grocery store, right? I don't know if he stopped by Kroger or wherever he was at, whatever grocery store is in their area, right? So he said, I'm going to get some food or what have you. So he says, okay, I'm going to go ahead and get the stuff to make an omelet. Now, an omelet is the most simplest thing that you could cook, right? He in the grocery store and he's just like, yeah, fake jewelry all day. He in the grocery store and he's like, what egg? What's the difference between these eggs? I'm like, what's the difference between eggs? So he goes and asks this this Caucasian lady that was minding her business. He was like, excuse me. And she was looking like, first of all, I know she was like, what's up with the cameras? Okay. Cheese overload, right? What's up with the cameras? What is going on here? She was probably like, is he some type of rapper or something? I don't. So he asked the lady and she started telling him about the eggs. She was like, oh, you know, this, and this. Now, I do understand there is a such thing as cage-free eggs, brown eggs, different things like that. But True looked like he was just getting regular white eggs. I was like, boy, you been locked up that long, you don't know how to shop for freaking eggs? So then he gets all the ingredients to make the omelet, right? And he gets some steak. Or some steak patties, okay? So he puts the stuff in the car, he gets to the register. So y'all already know that when you go to the grocery store now, they have those self-checkout situations where you can do it yourself, right? So he goes up there, he's like, how do you work this? And he's up there trying to figure it out. Now, I will give him grace for that because those things, unless you normally go to the grocery store, they can be complicated. So, and he's been gone for a minute. So the lady helps him with that and he's like, okay, cool, thank you, or whatever. Let's see, Army Castle, you the type of people that yap all day, yeah, interesting. So I'm a new sub. Thank you for subscribing, but I don't be yapping for nothing, Army Castle. It's a review. So I'm gonna be yapping. GSP is like his first time out in public. Yes, yes, absolutely. Tasha says she was probably like, is this Little Wayne? Right. GSP gray boiled steak. Absolutely. So he gets the food right and he says thank you to the lady. He goes out, he driving over to Shantae house. And while he driving, he letting us know, I'm going over here to get my woman back. Woo woo woo. So he pulled up to Shantae house, right, y'all. And the daggone dog was outside. First of all, this dog looked malnutrition. The dog the dog looked like, can somebody open the door and let me in? What is going on? Hold on, y'all. If y'all didn't hear from the beginning of my live, my air condition broke down, so it's getting a little warm in my room, in my space where I'm at. So I'm gonna turn this fan on, y'all. It might be a little loud, but y'all let me know if y'all can hear it. Hold on, give me 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. Cause baby. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm back. Okay, hopefully this fan is not distracting. Let me know if it's too distracting. If y'all can't hear me, then I will turn it off. But my air conditioner is being fixed tomorrow, thank God. Here in Georgia, it is still very much hot. GSP says Shantae was excited. True showed up. She was. She's been sitting at the window for days. Absolutely. And sitting by the phone. So True pulls up. The little dog was outside shaking like he was, somebody opened the door. GSP says, I can't even hear the fan sounds. Okay, great. Thank you so much. So Shantae, he banging on the door. Bap, bap, bap. Just Shantae had one of them ghetto screen doors from like Boys in the Hood, if y'all ever watched that movie. So he knocking on the door, right? She opened the door. He told some, what's up, girl? I was like, boy, this dude is trash. She told him some, what's up, True? He was like, it's cold out here. You gonna let me in? It reminded me of that episode of Waiting to Exhale, when Layla Rashawn character was messing with the married man and he finally got rid of his wife and he knocked on her door and he was like, finally got that lady off my back, and she's like, that's good for you. And he like, so you gonna let me in? And she was like, if y'all ain't seen Waiting to Exhale, go check it out, right? So Shantae is acting like she ain't happy to see True, okay? What she was. On the inside, she was jumping up and down, but she was trying to play a poker face on the outside. So True comes in the house and he's like, I got groceries. He coming and he had her 3 flowers that he picked up on the side of the road. 3 little raggedy flowers, right? I said, dang, you couldn't even pop for a bouquet? Army Castle says, just a tip. Big YouTubers don't say name where replying. I don't know what topic. So, okay. Army Castle, what you talking about, dude? This what we do at Redefine Me channel. I ain't like every other YouTuber. I'm unique. I'm myself. People that rock with me. People who don't, okay? I'm not trying to be no million follower YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? If I get there, praise God. If I don't, it is what it is. But I like doing YouTube because I like doing it. And I like reviewing shows and giving product reviews and giving different things to the people to help us have a softer life without all the drama and stress. That's what my channel is about. So if you don't like it, and that's how I feel, you know what I'm saying? Because once you get over the age of 40, you don't care what nobody think. And that's where I'm at. I'm living my best life. I'm happy. I'm blessed, okay? If you rock with me, you rock with me. If you don't, then bye. All right, back to the review. So, Shantae was acting like she wasn't happy to see True, but she was. He bring her these 3 raggedy flowers. She takes them. She's like, thank you. And she takes the flowers and everything, and then she's sitting back waiting for his explanation. You know what I'm saying? GSP, you gotta let him know. So she sits up here. I will say this. Shantae hair. Okay, she had the lace lacing. Now this is why I say Shantae is immature, because the young girls do the swizzles. You know how you've seen the wigs on these girls these days, and that baby hair come down to about right here. The young girls do that. That's a young girl game. Shantae is about 35. Not saying that that's old, but what I am saying is that she should have, you know, the swizzles, come on. But the wig didn't look nice on her. She had her little chain on or whatever. She said, y'all ain't gonna catch me slipping, okay? I'm gonna do me. GSP says True must own. He does own 1,000 panties. I do, Tasha. I do. I don't know if it's my face or the thumbnails that bring all the trolls to the yard. I don't know what it is. So anyway, so Shantae is like, you know, what you doing here, blah, blah. He was like, we supposed to have a cook-off. That's what we were supposed to do when I got out of jail. And of course, we know, True, you couldn't stay at the Airbnb long enough for y'all to do a cook-off. So he goes, says, I'm about to go to the kitchen. She was like, you don't even know where the kitchen at. Of course he don't know where the kitchen at. He ain't never been there. So the dog gets in the house, y'all. I forgot to tell y'all that. And the dog starts whining and whimpering and crying. And even the dog can pick up that this is a bad idea. The dog was telling Shantae, this is a bad idea. Get this dude out of here. The dog was like, The dog was giving her all type of warning signs, right? And I'm telling you, she ignored the dog. And I said, dog, you might as well stop crying, because if she ignored us, she definitely ignoring you, right? So they go to the kitchen. True starts cutting up bell peppers and stuff like that. And he basically telling her the grass is not greener on the other side. He wants to come back with her. Shantae is like, you know, did you miss me? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, girl, you ain't seen this dude about 3 or 4 months. How the heck he miss you? Or so that's what we're seeing. So then she goes and says, have you been seeing somebody or with somebody else? He goes and says, yeah. And she's like, that's messed up, because I haven't been dealing with nobody else. Shantae, True has showed you who he is. Of course he's been dealing with somebody else. And the only reason he at your house now is because the woman he was dealing with told him to peace out. She wasn't on him like that. She was like, you here for a good time, not a long time. But Shantae is sprung over True. It's something about him that keeps her making dumb decisions and keeps her hanging on to his every word, right? So that's the only reason he's there. It's not because the grass is greener, because if he found some other dumb girl that was willing to put up with his crap like you do, Shantae, he would have been over her house and not over your house, okay? So he up in there making this daggone omelet, woo woo woo. Fast forward, he finished the food. They get to the couch, he bring out the plates and everything, and he brought out some Kool-Aid with the daggone omelets. I was just like, what in the world, child? I ain't seen Kool-Aid in so long. GSP says, while he went out with many women, I'm sure, yeah, he's homeless now. Absolutely, he needs her. He's a heterosexual sofa server. Absolutely. That's what it was. Absolutely. So they get to the couch. He bring out the food, bring out the Kool-Aid and stuff. And he's sitting up here talking about some, he's sitting up here talking about some, so, you know, they called me back in jail Chef Extra. And I'm like, extra what? Extra liar, extra stupid, extra, horn around with other woman, extra bandanas, extra swole, extra what? Like, you got a whole bunch of extras going on, and you was called Chef Extra. I'm like, yeah, okay. So they say he called him Chef Extra in the jail and talking about something, he do his thing, whatever. So I'm thinking this omelet is about to be chef's kiss, right? But then on the plate, the presentation didn't even look that great. He sprinkled some basil and cilantro and stuff, trying to make it look cute, right? And I learned from Chef Ramsay from watching many of his shows that all that green on there is not necessary. You trying to cover up imperfections when you do all that green and stuff. You can put a little bit on there, but True had, you know, a lot of it on the plate. So then Shantae bites into it. First of all, the steak didn't even look done. It looked dried up. It didn't even look fresh. I was like, boy, you should have went to a butcher and got that daggone steak, okay? So Shantae goes and she tastes the steak and she's just like, True, you said this was your you said this was your best meal. I'm gonna need you not to cook this again. And then they start laughing and stuff and everything, and they having their little moment, right? GSP says, I bet it was a right cheap cut. It really, really was. He probably got it on sale or something. And so he up here saying, he missed her, want her back, begging like Keith Sweat, right? And Shantae is like, you gotta show me what it is. I don't believe you, blah blah blah. You just showed me that you could leave at the drop of a hat. And while True was cooking, right, I meant to tell y'all this. She goes in the living room and acts like a 16-year-old girl that's trying to figure out if she really want to be with a man or not. She up here taking off rose petals from the roses, talking about some, you love me not, you love me not. And I'm just like, what are we doing here? You 35, got twins on the way, got 4 kids, and your grandmother, got grown woman issues and problems, and you up here trying to figure out if this man love you or love you not with a flower or a rose. I said, girl, you need therapy, you need help, and this whole situation is jacked up. I don't care if they're still together. Word on the curb is that they are supposed to be getting married. I don't foresee it lasting. True is just, he's ugh. And then on top of that, y'all, broke with no job, absolutely. Then on top of that, the producers asked him how he getting his money. This dude on this show, where I'm sure parole officers watching everybody, said that he gambles and hustles to get his money. I'm like, True, are you insane or psychotic? Why would you reveal that on this show? Anybody could see it that knows you and know that they have access to your records, files, and all that, and could be like, oh, he out here violating his parole. Let's go pay him a visit. And he up here just saying it so freely, like he just said he work at McDonald's or something. I was like, boy, you can't make this up. So anyway, y'all, we gonna see what happens. Shantae said, you could stay the night at the house, but you sleeping on the couch. You ain't sleeping in my bed. I said, Shantae, you a whole lie. Because soon as them cameras left at 3 a.m. in the morning and True come knocking on that door, I know Shantae gonna be like, get out of here, True. He gonna be like, come on, babe, you know you don't mean that. And then he gonna slide up in that bed and be right up in there with you because you are weak for this man for some reason. I do not understand it. You can't make me weak for no trash man. But anyway, let's move on to the next couple because that's all they had going on, child, with them. The next one is going to be, let me look at my notes. Let's get to Christine and Julian. Child, Christine and Julian. So Julian took Christine, to see her PO, right? And she is up here. She came from the PO. The PO wasn't there. So she couldn't see the PO, right? So now they go walking by the dock of the bay. They all strolling and everything. And sidebar, Christine, go up a size in your clothes, ma'am. That leather jacket or pleather jacket you had on was squeezing the life out of you. And it's coming from another plus size chick, right? No shade, okay? You are beautiful women in every curve and roll and hump and everything you have. You are beautiful, okay? Yes, Julian is broke too. And so the fact that she had this jacket squeezing her and we see the little fupa sticking out at the bottom, I'm just like, what is going on, girl? Get a bigger size. I don't understand. Sidebar, she still thinks she does think she a size 3. Sidebar, right? If I go in the store and say I try on my size, but when I try on my size, it's not looking right in the midsection, I'm going up a size. Either that or I'm getting a shaper. Because what you're not going to do is have me out here looking crazy, like I'm pregnant or something. We're not doing that, okay, Christine? But anyway, I digress. And We TV, let me tell y'all something. If y'all ever come across my live, why don't y'all change this woman's thumbnail? That woman that y'all keep showing us every episode is not the woman that we are seeing. She is like 100 pounds heavier and she just does not look the same. What is going on with that picture? And I'm trying to figure out what the heck happened in jail that made her turn out looking like that. But let's get into it. So they strolling by the dock of the bay, right? And she's up here saying, she's trying to get her kids back still with this whole spiel. So Julian reveals to us that he is paying for a lawyer in West Virginia and Ohio so that she can get her children back. GSP says that was the ghost of Christmas past. Absolutely, because it ain't her. So he revealed to us that he is paying these lawyers in these different states. And the cost of these lawyers is a lot. He says that they start at $5,000 and he's paying two of them. He says starting at $5,000. So he said he has put out a lot of money for these lawyers to help her out. Then Christine goes and says, well, thank you for helping me out. All sarcastic, like he got to do it. And he's like, why are you saying it like that? Let me tell you something, Christine, with your old ugly self. You up here very ungrateful. Very ungrateful. She up here talking about some, you told me when I was in jail that you was going to take care of me. So just take care of me. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. 1 second. Okay. Child, I thought I heard the my air conditioning unit having an issue. Sorry. So the portable one. He should have thrown her off the absolutely, and she should have floated with that pleather jacket that she had on. Child, she got on my daggone nerves because this man does not have to do this, okay? She talking about when I was locked up, you told me when I came out you was going to take care of me. I seen your wife, you and your ex-wife on social media cruising, taking all these trips and stuff like that, and you told me you was going to have me be a real housewife of Annapolis, Maryland. And I'm just looking at her like, girl, don't judge him based off his past, because the income could have been popping at one point and now the income isn't. But you want to judge him based off of what he did for his ex-wife. She really wants to be kept. She don't want to get a job, and Julian has told her, this is the third time I've counted that he has told her, you need to go get a job. He said even if it's a little income, she's like, do you know how hard it is for a felon to get a job? And I'm like, Christine, it is hard for a felon to get a job. We all know that. But at the end of the day, girl, people will hire a felon. It's not like when you get out of jail, that's the end of it. You can't never work again. You just got to apply yourself and pound the pavement a little harder than the average person. But she don't want to work. What else with them? That's it. She said that she thinks Julian is hiding something from her and she gonna get to the bottom of it. I said, child, ain't nobody hiding nothing from you. You just want to be a kept woman. Let's move on to the next couple. They are not going to work out. And y'all already know, spoiler alert, that Julian and Christine was arrested for stealing from Walmart. Okay? So now that I'm looking at these episodes, I'm like, Julian was probably stealing from Walmart because he could not afford to keep up the lifestyle because he had to provide for her lawyer. Y'all hear? Give me a 1 in the chat if y'all can see me. I don't know what just happened. My phone just said reconnecting, and then it went off. So give me a 1 if y'all are still here, if I'm back, if y'all can hear me clearly. I hate when you live things happen. I'm waiting for y'all to respond, move forward. She thinks he has money, and she has to live in the attic. Absolutely. All right, y'all. So let's move on to the next couple, which is going to be Bianca and Daniel, okay? So we see Bianca, right? She is now in Arizona, okay? She's moved from Florida to Arizona. She is doing a video, and she's just like, she loves her apartment. She paid her apartment up for 4 months. Now, she said the apartment came furnished, and I'm just like, it came furnished? What kind of company was this? But anyway, it looked like a nice apartment. She was there, and she was like, I love my apartment. Then we see her outside, and she hates Arizona. She's like, it's hot out here. As soon as you come outside, you start sweating out the crack of your booty. And then she's like, also, she don't have no friends. And I'm like, duh, girl, you just moved to Arizona. You got to socialize and mingle before you have the friends, right? And so she doesn't like it. She does not like it, and she is really ready to be back in Florida for real, partying, drinking, living her life. But she's there with Daniel, and because of Daniel, and she claims she loves him, so we shall see what happens. So she's up here in the house on a video call with Daniel. They do all of that. They're saying they're excited. He's about to get out. He's saying, she's like, what is the first thing you want to do? And he's like, of course, the sex, like they always say. And she's like, oh yeah, we're gonna be together and all the stuff like that. Then she goes and makes him some type of welcome home sign, and she's up here beating herself up about the welcome home sign. This girl beats herself up over every single thing because she's immature immature and insecure, okay? She did the first W and was like, oh my God, I messed up the W. But I'm like, girl, calm down. It ain't that deep, okay? So then fast forward, she has to go meet up with Daniel's parents. Now this part to me was really crazy. And WeTV is wrong for this, but she's also so gullible, goofy, immature, and everything. So she wouldn't have put two and two together, right? What's up, Natasha? Welcome to the live. Thank you for coming in, madam. So, she goes and she has to meet the parents. So she's driving to meet the parents and the cousin. Child, they decide to meet at a bar. Please help me understand, WeTV, why y'all had this girl meet up at a bar. First of all, we have so many addictions within this family. Why couldn't y'all have had them meet at the local Denny's, okay? First of all, he's in jail for some type of DUI or whatever he did, right? Then we have the father. His father is 5 months sober. He was an alcoholic. The cousin on the side looked like he a little tipsy. And then we got Bianca up here, she loves to drink and party, okay? Because when she pulls up before the family, she says, let me get a vodka and cranberry. Why the heck are you even ordering a drink when you're meeting his parents for the first time? I just could not understand that. I could not understand why they chose this location for them to meet up at. But anyway, they did. So the family walks in and everything, and Bianca is still up here mad at the dad because he asked her on FaceTime if she was mentally stable. GSP said day drinking. Absolutely. So the dad apologizes to Bianca and she's like, oh, okay, whatever. So then it ends up getting real, right? Because the mom is just like, listen, I don't drink. I don't want to drink. I don't drink because my husband doesn't drink, which I thought was admirable of her. That's how you know a woman really loves a man and really wants the best for him, because her husband doesn't drink. So she said, let me not throw him off his wagon. The mom said she does drink, but she don't drink around him. And that is really admirable of her. I love that she did that, but not Bianca. Bianca said, I don't care if he has an issue. Okay, I'm going to drink. And you would think that Bianca would not drink because she was in such a tragic accident that almost cost her life. And then with that whole accident thing, she claims that she didn't know that her friend was drunk. First of all, the only reason you didn't know your friend was drunk because you was probably drunk and out of it yourself, Bianca. So, don't give me that crap as if you're trying to play victim, like my friend just jumped in a car and I didn't know that it was drunk. And even if you're sober, I can tell a drunk person if I haven't been drinking. If you jump in a car and you drunk and I'm sober, baby, no, you're not driving. I'm driving. GSP says, I bet she was drunk in the car accident. She was. I truly believe that that's what it was. So anyway, the mom is constantly asking her during this conversation, trying to appeal to her basically during this conversation, saying, listen, I hope you don't drink when he comes out because that's a trigger for him. Do you have to drink? And Bianca is like, well, if I had a long day of work, I may want a glass of wine. I may want to just have a drink from time to time. But Bianca, that's not what you told him on the phone. You told him that you're liable to have a bottle of wine at a time if you want to or if you need to. So don't try to act like that you just going to have one drink a week or something like that or every once in a blue moon. No, you're going to drink because you said you like to do it. Okay, so the mom is then telling her, shares with her, that she doesn't want to lose another child because she lost her middle son to a fentanyl overdose, and she was tearing up and she was really emotional. And here's Bianca, oh my God, I'm so sorry. She did not look sincere at all. She was just sitting there looking crazy, and I'm just like, she had no sympathy in her face. And I was like, Bianca, don't care what you talking about, Mom. You can cry a river of tears. This woman wants to drink and party because she's 23 and that's what she's going to do. Then the cousin says, you seem like you're cool, Bianca. I like you and blah, blah, blah. Then Bianca says, well, why do you not want Daniel to marry me? And then their scene cuts off. Child, this is going to be a hot mess express when Daniel get out of jail. Let's move on to the next couple. Let me make sure I didn't forget anything. Oh yeah, y'all. Doing their segment. How about the bartender was standing in the back posing? He was like this, listening to the whole conversation, standing back there. Baby, that would have been me. I would have had my face would have been made up. I would have had my stuff together. Okay, my hair would have been together. I would have been back there like this. Because people would have been like, Tasha, was that you on Love After Lockup? Yes, it was. I'm ready for my close up. Let's move on to the next couple, y'all. And that's going to be Letitia and Keith. Oh, gosh. Letitia and Keith. Letitia is 37 years old. She is closer to 40 than she is 30, and she still acts like a 22-year-old. She actually acts like Bianca to me, with the stupid stuff that she does. Okay, so she is going to see the lawyer. Okay, she goes to see a lawyer named Arthur. Okay. She nixed the paralegal because the paralegal was full of crap. We all knew it. I don't know how she didn't know it. Okay, GSP says Queen Jezebel. Absolutely. I don't know how she didn't know that the paralegal was full of it. Okay, so she goes to Arthur, right? She come in Arthur's office and she's sitting down and she's up here telling him that we was working with the paralegal that had us under the impression that Keith was going to get an immediate release because of some law that was now passed, and his case fell into that law, and so he qualified for an immediate release, right? So Arthur had his glasses on. He at his desk. He sit up. He take the papers that's Letitia gave him. He flipping through it. It's all these highlights and stuff. And he closes the paper and he sit back. I said, he about to give it to you, Letitia. He about to give it to you because he looked like he is over it. The one thing you cannot do with any profession is have some knockoff person try to imitate that person's profession that they have put blood, sweat, and tears into. Arthur looked at Letitia and said, what made you think that a paralegal could file any paperwork as a lawyer? A paralegal can't do that. He was like, where did you get this person from? Oh, let me guess. He was from an inmate referral or something. And she's like, well, yeah, he told us he used to be an inmate. And he was like, I knew it. He was like, listen, that law that you're referring to is for inmates in the future. That does not apply to Keith. So Keith is going to have to sit up in that jail and ride out them 8 months. GSP says, I think she faked it all to get on his, to get on this season. Yep. All that, and he gets out in 8 months anyway. She made this whole thing up. Absolutely. I believe that too. Because I'm just like, come on, girl. She needed a storyline to keep that Love After Lockup check coming. Because really, they could have been cut from the show, and I wouldn't have missed it, right? So Arthur is like, yeah, he gonna have to stay in there for another 8 months. And it is what it is. He was like, all this man did that you went to Ben, the paralegal, he said he got himself out. And so now he painting a picture that he can get others out as a way to make money. I said, Arthur, give it to them. That man read her for filth and gave her the rundown. And that's what she needed, because her head is somewhere up in the clouds, right? So she leave out the lawyer's office all disheveled. Thompson, well, thank you. While Ben over there counting her $1,000 like, he's like another victim. So Letitia get outside, right? And Keith calls. So she let Keith know that she just left out of the lawyer's office, Arthur. And Arthur gave it to her straight. She said, you know, he's very blunt and everything. And he basically said, you're going to have to wait the 8 months out. Yes, the scammer got scammed. Okay. So then Letitia, Keith is like, well, why would he give me false hope, blah, blah, blah. And Letitia's like, yeah, we're done with Ben. We're not giving him another dime. Girl, you should have never gave Ben anything, okay? You should have used that $1,000 to put into your household. Now, Letitia goes home and she gets there, and Aunt Marcia is there. Child, let me tell you something. Aunt Marcia is going to make sure that she is in all of the episodes. I hope she getting some money. I hope Aunt Marcia told Love After Lockup, y'all not about to just get me as a supporting cast member without paying me something. You may not pay me what you pay Letitia, but you're going to give me some money. Because ain't no way this lady is always in the episode. Always in the episode, right? So, Tasha says, I don't feel bad for her at all. At all. Me either. Because you should be smarter than that, Miss Business Owner, Miss Boss Chick. You got scammed by some paralegal that used to be a felon. Come talking about he got 40, 50 people out, and you up here going around telling the family and friends keeps getting out. He coming home, and now that ain't even true. Child, get out of here. So she's talking to Aunt Marcia because she comes upstairs and she's like, I just feel so bad. My youngest daughter is really going to be upset because I've been telling my kids that daddy's coming home, been telling his family, and now it's not happening. I know that oldest daughter of hers is like, thank you, Jesus. My prayers have been answered, because I know she has been like, let that man stay away as long as he can because I don't want him here, right? So Aunt Marcia, y'all remember last episode, she had a pink slip on her door, okay, of her house. So Aunt Marcia says, well, I don't mean to be the bearer of more bad news. However, right, fake dad. However, I got some stuff to tell you, okay? So Marcia says, I called about the pink slip, and the owner of your house has not been paying the mortgage for a whole year. So they are giving you 2 months to vacate this premises. Young, I say you have got to be kidding me. Letitia, you up here running around trying to figure out what's up with Keith, and you ain't even up and up on your living. You got 2 daughters, and now you got to find a place. She claims she just signed the lease 2 months ago. So she's like, you mean to tell me they let me sign the lease on this place knowing they have been paying the mortgage for a year, and now the place is about to be foreclosed on? And I'm just trying to figure out, can you not pay your mortgage for a year? Like, what kind of foolishness is that? I need somebody in the comments, or shout out to the replay watchers. Let me know, because I'm not a homeowner yet, so I don't know. But I'm pretty sure with just using what, my smarts that I have, that you cannot go a whole year without paying your mortgage. I feel like they would give you like 3 months, maybe 4 at the most, and then foreclosure would come. But she said they ain't paid in a year, and I thought that was very strange. So somebody put me up on game. I don't know. I ain't no real estate agent. I'm not a homeowner yet. But I do feel like a year is a bit extreme. So now she has to go look for a place for them to live at. Basically, they're homeless in 2 months. And I'm like, you have got to be kidding me. I would have told Keith I would see you in 8 months from the beginning. I would not have been up here wasting my time with a lawyer and all of this. But if she didn't do that, they wouldn't have had no storyline. So anyway, that's it for them. That is it for them. Let's move on. Let's move on to the next couple, which is going to be, hold on, let me make Jonathan. We got that. Z and Troy. Let's get into Z and Troy with her old ugly drawstring ponytail and her daggone Beetlejuice looking face. What is going on with Z? I do not understand. Ever since she went and saw that false prophet, she's been up here tripping on Troy for no reason. You know who she reminds me of? She reminds me of Melissa and Louie. Melissa always used to trump up something with Louie for no reason, and knew goodness well this man didn't do nothing. Same thing with Z. So they up here getting ready, right? Because today is the day he's supposed to be going to Buffalo to go see his daughter, okay? Buffalo, New York. He's supposed to be going to go see his daughter, right? He ain't seen his daughter in 7 years. She is mean, GSP. So they're up here getting ready. The mom got her sweatsuit on. The mom took it all the way back to the 90s. I used to have a couple of them sweatsuit sets. The mom sitting there, she waiting. Troy is like, hey mom, you doing all right? She's like, I'm good. Why you keep asking, am I good? You need to be worried about are y'all good? Because while that mom is there, I'm pretty sure she saw some stuff and heard some stuff. GSP says, poor guy just got out. Yes, selfish. Absolutely selfish. So Z in the bathroom, right? And she's showing us 4D suit. Absolutely. She's showing us how she do her ponytail, y'all. She's slicking up the sides, put the ponytail forward and everything. She's slicking that up. I said, child, take it off. Just take the ponytail off. Do you have any of your real hair? I mean, what is going on, child? But anyway, she said, this is my style and I love it and I'm just going to keep doing it. And I'm like, whatever, child. It look crazy. So while she in the bathroom, y'all, let me tell y'all something. Her face looked like a Pomeranian. Absolutely. Just like a Pomeranian. So her face, y'all. I'm an advocate for skincare. I think skincare is amazing, that everyone should get on board with a skincare regimen. And it don't have to be nothing extreme. Now, this is transparent moment, sidebar moment. Like maybe 2 months ago, my face down here started breaking out something bad. It wasn't like bumpy, but it was just real rough. And I was like, what is going on? So I said, let me get me some, I don't even have it up here with me, but it's a medicated, I think it's Alpor or something like that. But it's a medication. It's in a white tube and it has a blue top. So I said I'm gonna wash my face with Dove, because Dove is the beauty bar. Dove is awesome, okay? Use Dove on my face, and I put the Outpour on there, or whatever it's called, every day, and my skin began to clear up. It's a medicated ointment. It began to clear up, and everything was right in the world again. Z, you need to get those two things and get a bang out of life with your face. You need to go see a dermatologist. What is wrong with your skin? Number one, stop wearing all that freaking makeup. That makeup, people don't realize. Makeup is pretty, right? You do it, it's pretty. I do it every now and then. I think it's cute. But I do not do it every day. I don't have to apply makeup to leave the house. I don't have to apply makeup most times to come on here and talk to y'all. So when you keep on putting that stuff on your face that's foreign, it's not supposed to be there, that's not how God created us, it's going to cause some issues after a while. And is she cleaning her brushes? Like, why is your skin like that? She got red, black bumps. They just all clustered up on her skin. Layers and layers of makeup. Absolutely. When she put it on, she just be painting it on her face. And she has to, because she has to hide all these imperfections. Tasha said, just a tinted moisturizer does wonders. Absolutely. Because when I do wear makeup, I do a nice little light, what is it? Foundation, liquid foundation. I do some mascara here, little lip gloss, and bam, you would think I got a whole beat face on, okay? GSP says, and a little fitting bra, right? I was afraid she was going to pop out. Girl, we about to get to that. So she in the bathroom with a bra on and some jeans. And she up here getting ready, and Troy is like, you know, asking her, what else you need me to put in the car, what else we need so we can get going. Z is like, I don't even know if I'm going to be going. So the mom is just sitting there, and she peeking around the corner like, oh Lord, what's about to pop off now, right? So Z is calling Troy's baby mom, like, I don't want to deal with that B. And I'm like, why y'all keep calling this lady that? She can't even come on here and defend herself. You've never even met her, and you calling her out her name. Why? Because you hanging on to every word of this false prophet, fake tarot card reading lady you went to go see. And that's why she acting like this. So Z, she up here getting mad at Troy, and she's just like, I'm not going because I don't want to see her. It's you and your daughter's time. This ain't about me. Her bra, y'all, was so too small. Her breast was popping out like chicken cutlets. It was all hanging out and everything in front of his mom and stuff. I said, this girl is by far ghetto, okay? Her parents should be embarrassed because you sit up here acting that way, representing them on national TV, acting like a ghetto hood rat that ain't never stepped foot in the church. Girl, what else happened? Okay, so Troy's mom is the one that started making sense. So Troy's mom chimes in, and she's like, well, you've been, because Z said you've been talking to Yana on the phone. Troy's mom is like, well, he got to talk to her. He got to know where the meeting going to be at so he could see the child. And so Z is like, nah, he ain't got to talk to her like that, the way he been talking to her and everything like that. GSP says she screamed at him like nothing and in front of his mom. Yes, she belittled that man, demasculated him in front of his mom. You know, Troy is a stand-up dude because at least he said, let me go take a walk. Because another man might have laid hands on her. You know, and I'm not an advocate for violence at all. But the way she cursed at him, the way she belittled him and berated him in front of his mother, I said, what is up with this chick? And then she did it all for nothing. So the mom was like, you said you was going, what's going on with you? So then Troy says, I ain't got time for this, and he leaves out the house, right? Troy mom get in the window, and she's yelling out the window, Troy, Troy. She yelling out the window like the mama on Crooklyn, that movie, when she want, and the girl name was Troy, when she want them to come in the house. So Troy up here walking down the street having a Shanae from Martin moment. He told me something, she got me messed up. She got me messed up. I'm not about to do this. I'm up here doing all this. I'm up here, I don't know. I'm up here doing, I'm like, Troy up here talking to himself, walking down the street. He putting them daggone old school Jordans to work. He was walking, child. And he had to walk it off. GSP said, I like Troy. He seems mellow and no drama. He has enough with both his mom and Z. Absolutely. He does seem like a calm individual. Because in my heart, I think it is because he ain't trying to go back to jail. He ain't trying to go back to jail. So he like, let me just mellow out, try to have less drama. So before Troy left, Z gonna tell him, I'm not going with y'all, so stop asking me effing questions. You can get out my effing house and blah, blah, blah. Troy's mom was like, you can't put him out. This y'all house. She was like, yes, I can. His name ain't on the lease, blah, 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 blah. And that's when Troy had left. I was like, this girl is just disgusting. So Troy walks down, right? The producers caught up with Troy, and Troy is like, I'm trying to do everything I know how to do. I done told Yana I don't want no drama, no mess. I just want to see my daughter. The producers is like, well, why don't you tell Z that? He's like, I have told her that. He basically wanted to say she's crazy as a box of rocks. I told her that. So the mom is like, listen, she gets on the phone and she calls Yana for some reason. I don't know why. Or Yana called her, one of the two. So she's like, I don't know where Troy is. He just walked out the house and left and started walking, right? So now Z and the mom gets in the car. Finally, Z got her face together, okay, and her clothes on. And they go and sit up here and get in the car to try to go find Troy. So they start riding around. GSP says Z is of her father, the devil. Absolutely, absolutely. So they go looking for Troy. They can't find Troy, right? They pull up at a certain point. Yana calls again, and she talking about, the mom was like, we haven't found Troy. Do you know what's going on with him? Yana tells the mom what she tells her. The mom hangs up, and the mom says, Yana says Troy feels pressure and a lot that's going on, and yada, yada, yada. Z is like, well, how does she know that? That's why I think he lying. He been talking to Yana on the phone. He been saying all this stuff, and that's why he's lying and all of that. So she says, I'm going back to the house. So she go back to the house, and then they sitting there. And Z says, you know what, I'm going to go lay down. If you need anything, let me know. So while Z go in the room and lay down, now y'all know her walls is paper thin. Paper thin. This is what had me like, hold up, say what now? So the mom is up there with the producers, and the mom was like, hold up, y'all. Yeah, so the mom was like, you know what, y'all, before she did it, she said, y'all get on my nerves. Y'all gonna have to buy me some gummies for real, because y'all blowing my high. And so the mom says, you know, it's a mess. This is a whole mess. They're married. She said, Yana up here telling me that Z been entertaining other men up in the house. I said, hold up, what you say, Mom? She been entertaining other men in the house. GSP says her makeup is thicker than her walls. Absolutely. Definitely thicker than her walls, child. So Z is up here like, she act like I can't hear her. I can hear her in the room. I'm like, okay, Z, then what the heck you go in the room for? Why you just didn't sit there and let the mom do what she did and say what she say in your face? So the mom is like, Yana up here telling me that other men be up in the house. She entertaining other men. My question is, how does Yana know what Z is doing in the house? Unless Troy is telling her what his theory is, unless the neighbors are telling Troy and Troy's calling Yana. I don't know what the heck is going on. So the mom got up and said, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this because y'all getting on my nerves. Mom got up, knocking on the door, talking some Z, and their scene cut off. So I'm thinking that she was going to try to confront Z. But child, when the camera shot Mama's front of her outfit, Mama had a red bra on under that tracksuit. I guess she got hot and zipped it down. I said, what is going on? Why is everybody showing their chicken cutlets on this episode? I don't understand. So anyway, we're going to see what happens with them next week. But I think that mom is going to confront Z, and Z is going to get up in the mom face and it's going to big old blowout, okay? Z needs to go to church and run to the altar. I mean, get on her knees and pray and ask for forgiveness and ask her parents to pray over her. She needs to rededicate herself to Jesus, because Z, the way she acts, you cannot make me believe that she grew up in the church. There is absolutely no way, no how. Her mouth is so foul. She's tangled up in witchcraft. She got a crappy ponytail on her head. That's why her skin is jacked up, because it's probably the freaking evil spirit of her rolling through all the stuff that she involved in. I'm like, child, her parents, if they haven't seen her episode, her segments on this show, they need to sit down and watch it, and then they need to focus on her and stop focusing on Troy trying to be a minister in their church, child. But anyway, let's get to the last couple. Let me make sure this is the last. Thank y'all for joining me. Go ahead and smash that like button if you haven't done so already. Go ahead and make sure you subscribe to the Redefine Me channel. Okay, last couple, y'all. And this couple is going to be... This was such a sad situation. It really, really was. We talking about Hope and Arthur. This was horrible. This was sad. I'm going to say this. Arthur had a spiritual and mental breakdown before our eyes, before our very eyes, and it was very scary. I felt it through the TV, so I could only imagine Hope being up in his face and the producers being there, how it felt for them, because it was very scary. Okay, but Arthur kept it real. I'm gonna say that. Yes, he did, GSP. Yes, he did. So Arthur, we opened up. Arthur's in her cooking. He's in her cooking. In her kitchen cooking, and he's apologizing to her for not letting her know that he was with his mom and everything, that he was just out a little longer and all of that. And so Hope is like, yeah, you just need to communicate with me, blah, blah, blah. But she says, I have something exciting that we're going to do today. We're going to go to a fabric store so you can pick out some fabrics to start making your clothing line, because y'all know Arthur wants to be his own clothing designer. And I can see that for Arthur. You know, he could do like a little low grade, little homeboy, you know, hip hop line or something like that. If he really apply himself, I feel like he can do that. Okay, so they went to like Joann Fabrics or wherever they went, and he pulling out the fabrics and stuff like that. Sidebar: Hope, why is she dressed like a daggone 6-year-old? First of all, the whole outfit she had on, triangle label, absolutely GSP. The triangle could be the daggone logo. So Hope come out the house. She got on this cut-off shirt. Now, I don't know why Hope still feel like that she is 170 pounds that she was back in the day. I'm meaning for these people that have gained weight to really know that they have gained weight and get some bigger clothes. Hope had on this cut-off shirt, her belly all hanging out, shorts was all, you know, all over the place. She just looked a whole hot mess. I was like, what is going on here? Another size 3, absolutely. She feel like she's a size 3, but she's a size... If I had to guess, I would say that Hope is like a size 20 or 22, something like that. And there's nothing wrong with that, but girl, buy your right size. So they get up in the fabric store. Her phone rings, right? She gets a FaceTime. Blue, 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 blue. It's from her sister. So she says, I'm going to take this off to the side. So she goes off to the side. She starts talking to her sister and whatnot. Arthur comes over there. When he starts approaching her and he starts saying something, Hope is like, shh, shh, shh. And Arthur was like... And I'm with Arthur. Don't be freaking shushing me. I'm grown. I ain't no daggone preschooler. Don't shush me. So she's shushing Arthur because she says she hasn't told her sisters about Arthur yet because of his background and things like that. And I'm just like, child, what about your background? I can't stand people try to judge somebody and tell me I ain't told my sisters because of his background. Whatever. So then Arthur is like, well, who you talking to? Who you talking to? He kept saying stuff, because that would have been me. I'd have been like, who you on the phone with? So Hope was like, let me call you back later or whatever, talking to the sister. So she get off the phone with the sister, and he was like, who you was talking to? And she was like, that was my sister. So Arthur was like, well, why you wait? Let me say what's up. They could see me in my element in the fabric store and know that I'm not the type of dude that they're thinking and all of that. He doesn't know that she hasn't even told them about Arthur. And I agree with Arthur. Like, why you didn't just say, hey, I want to introduce you to my man, is Arthur, blah, blah, blah. Or maybe that wasn't the right setting, right? But that started the trigger. Okay? So he was like, okay, well, you ain't want to introduce me, what have you. They get back to Hope's house, fast forward. She has a little drawer that she wants Arthur to put together, I guess. And so Arthur is up here on the floor, and he's putting together stuff. And he tells Hope he was looking for something that he came home with. Yeah, she's hiding him. And he was looking through her closet, and he came across a picture of her and a guy, I guess back in the day, that she used to, kick it with. And so Arthur was just like, he is a real person and she's not, absolutely. So Arthur was just like, who's that guy? And she's just like, oh, with somebody she's messing with, whatever. And she was like, well, do you want me to get rid of the picture? Hope, why would you even have to ask that? Because if the shoe was on the other foot and you found a picture with Arthur hugged up with some chick, you would have blew a gasket. You should have threw that picture out right away when your man was coming home, child. But Hope don't care about him. And that's what the mom was saying. She don't have his best interest in heart, okay? And so he looked at her and he was just like, nah, you don't have to throw it out. And then Hope was just like, well, I would feel a way. Do you feel a way? Tell me what you're feeling. And he's like, nah, I'm just, it is what it is. He's trying to go over the situation. Hope is up here saying, you have to express yourself and let it out. And he's telling her, listen, when I was locked up, you can't be expressing yourself like that. You got to walk around and be hardcore because it's about survival in there. He let us know in his confessionals that he is still very much institutionalized. He said everything they do in the jail is strategic to make you have a psychological effect or meltdown. He says we wear the same clothes, the walls are a certain color, everything is strategic. GSP says she doesn't understand or care about him. Absolutely, she doesn't. And so he was telling her all of this, and she's still trying to get him to talk. So all of a sudden he gets up, he says, excuse me. He goes out in the hallway and he starts crying. And I'm just like, dang, this girl is so out of it. She thinks it's just about them having this relationship and this happily ever after. Yeah, you want that with him, but this man is not ready. You can see it all in his face. So the producers take him outside to get some air, right? They notice that he's having an issue. They take him outside to get some air. When he gets outside, eventually Hope comes downstairs, right? So Arthur is just out there. He's breathing. All of a sudden, Arthur goes blank. I think at this point he had a mental shutdown and he was now having a spiritual shutdown. But unfortunately for Arthur, he did not have the right people around to help him navigate through his spiritual issue and his mental issue, okay? So the producers is down there with him. Hope shows up all of a sudden and she comes up to him and she's like, what's going on? And Arthur is just blank. He's just standing there. You can see in his face that he's not there. He said that when he got outside, he said the sky was just too much. When he looked around, people around looked like demons. He said not all of them, but some of them looked like demons. And Hope was just sitting there with her old goofy freaking Powerpuff hair, pink hair looking self. She's standing up there just looking like, it's okay, give me a hug. And Arthur is like, get off of me. And she's like, you don't want to give me a hug? I said, girl, read the room. This dude is literally having a mental breakdown in front of your face, and you sitting up here trying to hug him and stuff. He don't need that right now. Slideshow Bob, absolutely. So then the producers is noticing and seeing what's happening. And shame on you, WeTV, because this man was having a mental breakdown. Y'all should have cut before y'all even got his mom and all of that on the phone. Y'all should have blacked out and put some words on the screen because Arthur was going through it, okay? They couldn't calm him down or get him to snap out of it. They called his mom. The producer got the mom on the phone. The mom is like, are you having an anxiety attack? Is being outside too much for you? He finally said something to the mom, okay? The mom is like, okay, I love you. Everything's going to be okay. You're going to make it. She's encouraging him. She's speaking to his soul. What Hope wasn't doing. She was reaching the inner part of him that he needed, that really only a mother or a spiritual advisor can give. Yes, he said he had PTSD. He was crying in his confessionals. He said he has PTSD. He said he saw a man get killed in front of him, and the man was reaching out for him. He said when you see the life leaving somebody's body, you would never be the same. He definitely needs Jesus. Absolutely. And so before he even called the mom, he looked at Hope because she all up in his face. He's like, I love you, Hope. And I'm like, what are you about to do, Arthur? The way he said it made it seem like he was about to end it all, or that he was about to do something real reckless, right? And then they got the mom on the phone. Yeah, after this happened, the producers, shoot. I'm sorry, y'all. My phone said low battery, but we almost done. So after this happened, the producers called the mom. The mom talked to him, the whole nine. They cut his segment, and they said that Arthur is going to go get mental service help and everything. And they put up there, if you need mental service help, call this number and what have you. GSP says, I worked in the prison for years. It's awful. I'm medically retired now with PTSD. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry for that. Yeah, it is. Arthur kept it real. This is the first inmate that actually came on here and told us what it is like when you get out of jail. And let me just tell you this, because all these other inmates be making this thing like, I'm out, I want to go eat steak and have sex and woo 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 party over here. But you have people that are affected by the system. And this is why I believe that when a prisoner is about to be released from prison, if they have served a long extended period of time, 5 years or more, okay, shoot, bump that, 3 years or more, they need to have an exit program where they give them counseling, where they let them know what's going on in the world in this year that we're living in. They tell them about smartphones, about grocery shopping, about all this stuff. They need to have a very strategic exit program, and they also need to have counseling for them. And We TV, before they sign on for a couple to be on this show, they need to make sure that that prisoner has been canceled, and they need to see some papers. Stop just picking people for clicks and views, okay? Because this man had a whole mental breakdown on national TV. I felt so bad for Arthur. I really did. And he did not have spiritual help around him or mental help around him. All he had was Hope and some producers from this show. And his mom was all the way, I think in Vegas is where she's at. So he couldn't get that from her. Hearing her voice on the phone gave him a little encouragement, but boy, it was rough to watch. When he said that he saw people, not all of them, but some people look like demons out there to him, I knew. I said, he's having a spiritual attack. He needs Jesus right now. Right now. And Hope all up in his face, not understand. Thomas, well, he scared the life out of me. And I'm like, girl, boy, I don't know where they are right now, if they're together. I heard Arthur ended up going back to jail due to some issue with Hope. I'm praying for Arthur for real. I said, Lord, help him. And I hope he really, gets it together. Tasha said, I genuinely like Arthur. I really hope he finds the love he needs and not necessarily by jumping in a relationship. Absolutely. The love he needs is Jesus. The love he needs is Jesus, because the enemy is after him. Because I genuinely feel like that he is a good guy, like you said. I genuinely feels like that he can run this race and be successful being out of prison. I could see him opening his own clothing line. But when he saw demons and everything, the enemy is after him, because God probably has a greater plan for him. Not probably, does have a greater plan for Arthur. But he needs the right people in his circle to help him realize what God is about to do in his life. Because anytime you seeing demons and you start getting attacked from left to right and on top, that means the devil know that God is about to bless you and do some mighty things in your life. GSP says he called into Amber's today. She put up a video that he talks about the demons. Really? Oh, I gotta go watch that. GSP said Hope allegedly shot him. Oh, and blamed it on him. Now he's locked up and she's admitted to it. You know, that's sad. And it's messed up because, and what GSP is talking about is according to Amber. She's another YouTuber. So if y'all want to watch according to Amber, she's talking about Arthur called into her show and talked about the demons. I'm going to have to watch that when I get off of here. But, yeah, you know, Hope was not good for him. The mom hit the nail on the head. She wanted him to come back to Vegas. And I feel like if he would have came back with his mom, he would have had a better chance. Because all that whole day led up to his breakdown, the triggers. I think what the triggers was is that he felt abandoned again. Remember when he was younger, his mom worked a lot. He felt abandoned by his mom because she had to work and provide, right? She wasn't doing that, but that's how he felt. Then fast forward, he feels abandoned now by Hope, who is up here hooking up with random guys while he locked up. Then has a picture of the guy. Then won't introduce him to the sister. So this whole day, he's felt pushed to the side, abandoned, and it triggers some memories from old and from the new. And now it ended up being a snowball of different issues that is going on with him. I hope, you know, Arthur gets all the help that he needs, all the love that he needs, all the support that he needs. I hope that through this, that he comes and has a relationship with Jesus. I really, really do. Because I feel like that's the only one that can help him out of this situation, y'all. But anyway, y'all, that's my review. That's my review on Love After Lockup, Season 6, Episode 7, Love Me, Love Me Not. If this is your first time joining me, go ahead and smash the like button. Go ahead and subscribe. Thank you for the hearts, Tasha. Go ahead and subscribe. Listen, y'all, I'm close to 500 subscribers. Now, that may not be a big thing, okay? Okay? Amen, absolutely, GSP. But it's a big thing for me because this is a girl who just had a dream of doing YouTube and never really actually saw myself doing it. But then one day I said, I'm going to press this button and I'm just going to go live and we going to see what happens. Great review. Thank you so much, GSP. So if I can do it, anybody can do it. And I know and believe in my heart of hearts that I'm going to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. We got a few months left in this year, y'all, and I know I can do it with y'all help. So make sure y'all share this video. Replay watchers, make sure y'all share the video. Smash the like button. Comment in the comment section. Get me rolling on that algorithm so that other people can join in with our party, because we have a good time during these reviews. You know what I'm saying? I like to shout out people. I like to interact with the comments and everything. So y'all go ahead, smash the like button, comment in the comment section, and subscribe to the channel. I love y'all so much. Tasha says that that's a benchmark, and I'm glad to say I've been subscribed to you from the beginning. Oh, thank you, Tasha. Yes, that is a benchmark. Oh my gosh, I never even thought that I would get to 500 subscribers, but I'm halfway there, y'all. And I want to thank, before I get off here, all of my new subscribers. Thank you all so much for joining my channel. You could subscribe to anybody else on YouTube, but you chose to pick me also to subscribe to, as well as your other subscribers. So thank you all so very much from the bottom of my heart. My old subscribers who've been rocking with me from the beginning, thank you all so much. I love you all so much. So I'm gonna get off of here. I will be on tomorrow. I drop a motivational Monday message. Okay, your GSP says your channel grow because it's great. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Motivational Monday is tomorrow. I drop a motivational shorts. And then on Tuesday, I go live with the lunchtime language at about, I'm probably going to go live around 7 o'clock, 7:30 on Tuesday, where we discuss hot topics, current events. I'm sorry, y'all. Hot topics, current events, things that's going on in the world. I will be live on Tuesday for that, y'all. Okay, so let me get off of here because I'm hot now, and I'm about to turn on the rest of these air conditioning units. I love y'all. Until I see y'all again. Y'all have a great Sunday. Bye.